Hey guys, welcome back to the Shire. My name is Rebecca and I am a stay-at-home mom and an online reseller across 7 different platforms. I currently sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Curtsy, Kidizen, Facebook Marketplace, and the newest one is Etsy. Today's video is going to be a what sold video. I'm going to be going over what sold for me between March 1st and March 15th. A few disclaimers before we get started. This is my first video where I'm just sitting down recording on a GoPro, so hopefully things aren't too funky, but that's the first thing. I wanted to actually record outside today because it is beautiful outside, but I think there's just going to be too much road noise and the rustling of the trees and everything, so I didn't want to do that. And if you hear any noise, it is just my daughter. She's a year old and my mom is watching her, but there's only so many places I can go in the house to record, and there's 4 other people in the house right now. So this is the best I can do. I hope none of that bothers you. If you've seen my what sold videos before, you'll also know that I have my laptop in front of me so I can give all of the correct details of my sales. And we're going to start just with doing like a summary of the first 2 weeks of March. So in the first 15 days of March, I sold 17 items, and 7 of those items were from my death pile. If you're not aware, I'm doing a Death to the Death Pile series, and you can check that out on my channel as well. We're getting closer to the end. It seems like it's starting to drag a little bit now that I've been sourcing again. But 7 of my 17 items were from the death pile that I've been doing and going through the last, 2.5 months, I think it's been. So if we break it down by platform, my highest performing platform for these first 2 weeks was actually Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is very either great or horrible for me, I feel like. So this 2 weeks, it just happened to be great. I made 6 sales over there, and that was 35% of my sales. I made 4 sales on eBay. That was 23.5%. 4 sales on Poshmark, so that's 23.5%. And I do find that eBay and Poshmark tend to be pretty even for me most of the time. They're usually my top 2 platforms. Mercari, I had 2 sales, and that was 12%. And Kidizen, I had 1 sale, which was 6%. I had 0 sales on Curtsy, and I had just started Etsy, but I haven't made any sales over there yet. So for my overall numbers, I feel like this 2 weeks was probably a more realistic view of the kinds of sales I typically make. I know in my last few videos, I've had some crazy high $150 or $100 shoe sales. That's not typical for me. I didn't have anything crazy this time around. So I think these numbers are most accurate for me. I mean, I'm hoping to get more high sales, but you have to find those items first. So my gross sales was $292 even. My total fees were $72.35, and my net profit before taxes was $202.53. So now I'm going to slide to the side. We're going to get into the items that sold, and I will show you pictures, probably over here, of the items that sold so you can see what it is I'm talking about. So my first sale was actually on March 1st, which in my past videos I've been saying how I've gone the first 3 days or so without a sale, and that is always a little frustrating, I guess, in the beginning. But this time I had a sale right off the bat. So on March 1st, I sold this Banana Republic non-iron fitted stretch purple button-up shirt size 6. This was a shirt from my personal closet I've had for years, and it was from the death pile. So I didn't have anything into this since it was my own item. I originally listed it at $15, and someone offered me $10, and I chose to take that. And I think that was in the same day? 2 days. Okay, so it took 2 days to sell, which is still great. And I had a net profit of $8.93. On March 2nd, I had a sale over on Facebook Marketplace, and it was this pair of Merrell Women's Brown Espresso Albany lace shoe size 8. I had kind of trouble when I was listing these. I didn't know if I should call them a sneaker or a hiking shoe, because I'm not really sure what they were meant for. This is kind of one of those items that I was brand blind on, and I saw Merrell and thought I should pick them up. They must be good. And I remember running comps and they weren't that bad, but this was not a particularly great pickup. I got these for $4 from a thrift store, and they sold for $28. That was free shipping, which I don't typically do, but I believe I did that on Facebook because they fit in a padded flat rate and they were over a pound. So that's not like an option to choose on Facebook. So I just did free shipping. So they were $28 free shipping. I still made $14.05, but these took 570 days to sell. So Merrell's a good brand, but not this stylish shoe. And I mean, I feel like looking at it now, I can be like, it's kind of like an ugly brown shoe. Like most women probably aren't looking for that. So I don't know. I wouldn't pick it up probably. Moving on to March 4th, I had one sale. I only had one sale a day for the first 4 days. That was really like, ooh, I'm barely staying on track, you know? So that was a little frustrating, I guess. But I had another Facebook sale. This was a Happy Trails, a tribute to Roy Rogers, Plate 1, Happy Trails to You, 1994. This was like a vintage decorative plate that you would hang on the wall. I have nothing into this. This was my grandparents at one point. They had it hanging in their home. So nothing into it. I think I had it listed. I had listed them higher, and then I have a lot of these plates, but I had listed it higher and I've been dropping the price slowly. So I think I was down to like $15 maybe, and someone offered me 10 and I was more than willing to take it. I still have like 7 of these like decorative wall hanging type plates that I really just want to move because they're taking up so much space in my inventory. So I'm really taking offers on a lot of these, or willing to take offers on a lot of these. But this sold for $10. That was plus shipping. On Facebook Marketplace, I ended up making $5.89. No, I'm sorry. So I don't know what happened in my brain, but this was March 3rd. I don't know what date I gave you in the beginning. This was on March 3rd. It did sell for $10 on Facebook. I made $8.97 because fees were $1.50 and they paid shipping. And that's 88 days to sell. I think I'm getting a little bit confused when I'm looking at my spreadsheet just because I have multiple sales that sold for the exact same price in a row. So I think I was looking at the wrong line. So this next sale on the following day, which would have been March 4th, this was a sale on Poshmark. It was this John Deere kids backpack, like a preschool sized backpack. It was yellow and I put a tractor, but that's clearly not a tractor. What is that? I should know. I have a toddler son who loves this stuff, but I don't know. It's some kind of construction equipment. Anyway, I think I made an offer of like $12 on Poshmark on a closet clear out day, and someone asked if I would do 10. So I did that. I had $1.16 into it from a yard sale, and it did have some like small stains on the inside, which I didn't notice when I picked it up, but I thought it would definitely sell for more and sell quicker, but it didn't. So this one sold for $10. I made $5.89, and that took 56 days to sell. On March 5th, I had 2 sales. The first one was another Facebook Marketplace sale, and this was another $10 sale. That's why I was getting a little bit confused. But I sold this new and packaged sealed Home Alone 3 film collection DVD. No, that's a Home Alone 3 film collection. It was 3 of the Home Alone movies all in one. Anyway, I got this from a yard sale for $1. I picked it up because it was new and sealed, like the plastic was still sealed on it. So this sold for $10 Facebook Marketplace. I made $8.32. And this took 240 days to sell. There were several of these listed on eBay. And this was like before I really looked at sell-through rate. I was just looking at, oh, there's ones that have sold for this much. So, you know, I can sell it for that much without realizing like, oh, there's 100 listed or something. I'm not saying there was actually 100 listed. I don't know, but you get the idea. So it's kind of nice when I'm on multiple platforms because just because there's a bunch of them listed on eBay doesn't mean it won't sell on a different platform. Not everybody shops on eBay. So I thought this would sell around Christmas time, and it didn't, but it did sell eventually, and I still made, you know, a decent profit for a DVD. My second sale that day was this pair of Christopher & Banks black stretch denim jeans with detailed pockets. And these were in a size 12. It's a little bit more difficult for me to look through things right now on my laptop because I'm balancing it on my lap instead of having it on a desk. So that's why I'm having issues clicking everything today. But these sold for $14 on Poshmark. I made $10.58, and I had an average cost of goods of 47 cents into these. So this is not something I would typically pick up. Even from a yard sale for 47 cents, I would not pick these up again. But, you know, I did. They sold, so I'm happy with that. They sold in 37 days. I actually got like I know people get, some people get really worked up over less than 5-star reviews. I don't typically care that much unless it's like really false what the person is saying or something like that. But this was a Poshmark sale. I think the person rated me like 4 stars. I think it was something like that. And I have like 2 4-star ratings and like, I don't know, a whole bunch of 5 stars. So it doesn't really bother me. No, I don't think people care that much. But basically what bothered me was this, that the buyer, like you can choose the reasons for why you're rating them certain stars, I guess. And they rated it that it was due to like item cleanliness and ship time, I think. But they received these within like 4 days of buying them. So that's me getting the order. And I remember this order coming in overnight. So it probably took an extra day to ship it for me. But I don't know, what does Poshmark give you, like 3 days or something? I don't know. I usually ship out like next day. And then, yeah, they got it within like 3 days. So I don't know why that was such a big deal. And then, but they didn't leave any comments. So like it said item cleanliness. I'm like, I don't know what was wrong with it. They were like, I have all my stuff sealed in clear bags. So I don't know. I don't know if something happened in transit, or my big assumption is just that these are black jeans. They're black pants. So as much as I may have lint rolled them prior to getting them into the packaging, you know, they're black. They attract stuff. So maybe there was still some fuzzies or something stuck to them. I don't know. I mean, they were clean when I put them in. So it's just kind of annoying when people don't actually describe what the issue was to you. Moving on to March 6th, we had 3 sales. The first one was this Columbia aqua and pink fleece hooded coat, size small 7/8. This was like a girl's fleece coat with a hood. And it sold for $20 on Poshmark. So I made $15 because I had $1 into it. So I had bought this, if I remember correctly, I had bought this at a thrift store when they do like every week, there's like one color tag that's $1. And I think this was just like out during summer or something. So that's why it hadn't been picked up prior to it being listed for $1. And there was like one small stain on the sleeve. And it wasn't huge or anything, but you know, it's a kid's coat too. So I don't know. I feel like Columbia is so hard to predict how it's going to do. But this took 482 days to sell. So I don't know. I love Columbia coats for my kids. I guess if they're like $1, I might still pick them up as long as there's no like condition issues. Maybe if it's like patterned or something instead of just like a solid color. I mean, this one wasn't particularly solid, but I don't know. I'm not sure which is better. The second sale from that day was an eBay sale. And this was an Eddie Bauer black lightweight windbreaker hooded zip-up jacket in a size 2XL. This item was given to me by a family member, so I had 0 cost of goods into it. And it sold for $20. And that's $20 plus shipping. Most of my listings are going to be plus shipping unless I say otherwise. And my net profit was $17.62. I think that went out first class. Yeah, it was only a 10-ounce jacket. It was super lightweight. And that only took 11 days to sell. I definitely do better with like plus size items. And Eddie Bauer is still like pretty well known to be a pretty good quality brand. And you know, we're going into spring, so it's like a windbreaker. So I think that's why it sold in 11 days. And that was a full price sale. Actually, that last sale from the Columbia fleece jacket was also full price sale. So, you know, that one took almost 500 days and then someone bought it outright. I've made offers below $15, I'm pretty sure, on that. So you just never know. The last item to sell that day was another eBay sale, and it was this lot of 5 vintage button and flower earrings, red, black, white, green. This was just a lot that I had made of like similar earrings. These were my grandmother's, or it came from her home. I think she acquired a lot of things from other people too. So anyway, I just listed these for $5 on eBay after they didn't get any attention at an auction that I had done a while ago. So with no cost of goods and buyer paying shipping, I made $4.63, and those took 59 days. Alright, you guys, so after a brief hiatus, you may notice the video may look different. I don't know yet because I haven't edited it yet. But I was using my GoPro, and apparently the GoPro overheats pretty quickly when it's on a tripod. It evidently needs airflow, which is why people use them outside for sports and such. So I will probably be recording these kind of sit-down videos on my phone, which is what I'm on now, my iPhone. I don't think the quality is bad on here, so hopefully it's fine for you guys too. Let me know below if there's an issue, but I had to take a moment to research why my GoPro was overheating when I wasn't doing anything. So that's why, it's because it wasn't doing anything. So anyway, back to the what solds. We are, let's see. So we are on March 7th when there were 3 sales. So the first sale was a Mercari sale, and it was this pair of J. Crew olive green toothpick jeans in a size 25. These I had gotten from a yard sale for $1, and someone bought them outright on Mercari for $18. My net profit was $14.38, and these took 640 days to sell. I think it was a mixture of the size, and I don't know if people just aren't that into like dark green jeans anymore. I still consider, like, I mean, it's not a neutral, but I feel like it's semi-neutral. I guess I don't really consider it like a colored jean, but I guess it is. I think I'm probably going to stick to mostly just like blue jeans because I'm not having much luck with even like the black jeans I have. I mean, I sold that one pair, Christopher and Banks, but yeah, I'll probably just stick to regular blue jeans. I say that, but you never know what I'll pick up. My next sale that day was a Facebook Marketplace sale, and it was a full price sale. It was a Columbia Omnishade Sun Protection Tan Long Roll Tab Sleeve Button Up in a size XXL. So I had picked this one up at Goodwill just after Thanksgiving. So it was kind of in my death pile, but I mean, it wasn't sitting for like crazy long by the time I started listing them. So I paid $4.49 for this originally, and it sold for $20. My net profit was $14.14, and that only took 9 days to sell. So once again, we're back at Columbia. I think the size XXL helped. It was kind of like, well, it was like a sun protection shirt, so I think that helped given that we're going into spring and summer. It was kind of like those PFG shirts, but it wasn't PFG, so I don't think this one had any venting, but it was still that like lightweight. I never know what the material's called. It's like, I don't know, is it nylon or, you know, like kind of swishy-ish. Swishy-ish, is that a word? It's a word now. Anyway, that's what that was. It sold pretty quickly. I was happy about that. The final sale from that day was also a Mercari sale, and it was another full price sale, $18. And it was this REI long sleeve roll tab blue button front UPF 30 plus sun protection shirt in a size XXL. So the last shirt was a men's XXL Columbia shirt. This was a women's XXL REI shirt, but they're both very similar. Like I said, that kind of like outdoorsy kind of material with the rolled tab sleeves. So people are definitely getting ready for like hiking, camping, and outdoor activities like that. So this one I only listed at 18. I probably would have listed it maybe like 25 initially, but it was in worse shape than I thought. It had some like, well, I had like a little stain, I think, on the shoulder that I tried getting out, couldn't come out. And then just like, I don't know, it wasn't like pilling per se, but the fabric just looked a little more worn and there were some tiny little pools in it than I had originally thought when I picked it up. The hard thing with yard sales and picking items up is you're often like staring at things while the sun is blinding you. And that can really make you miss, imperfections and stuff. So I think I only paid $1 for this one. Yes, it was $1. I picked up a whole bunch of like Columbia brand stuff at this yard sale that this lady had. So most of those items are either already listed or will be listed soon. So I had $1 into it. They paid $18. I made $14.38, and that sold in one day. So that was excellent. I know REI can sell pretty well. I think the only other REI thing I've sold was a pair of like the hiking pants, but they're the ones that like zip off, convertible pants, I think you call them. And they were actually a petite size. I think they took a little bit to sell, but not crazy long. So I would definitely look out for REI stuff. On March 8th, I had one sale, and it was over on Kidizen. I sold this horny toed oblique V dress in a red-orange color, had long sleeves, organic cotton blend, and it was in a size small. So Horny Toad is now called Toad & Co. The company like changed its name. And this dress, I could not for the life of me tell if it was red or orange. So I called it both. And I picked that up at a yard sale for $1. And it sold for $25, and that was free shipping because it was on Kidizen. I do free shipping on Kidizen. So I ended up making $16.08, and it sold in one day. So I think I had it listed at $30. I think I had listed at $30, and someone put it in their cart, so I made the offer of $25 free shipping. I mean, I don't know if this had a year on the tag. Let me see. It did. It was from 2012, so to sell in one day, and it was, what does that make it? 10 years old. I think that's pretty good. Maybe because it was like organic cotton material. It was a blend, but some of it was organic cotton. I don't know. And it's not a brand I've come across except for one other time. And that shirt, it's for a shirt I still have listed. So we will see. I think I got it at the same time. But that one is a Toad & Co. instead of Horny Toad. So it's a little bit newer. So after that, I didn't have any sales on the 9th or the 10th. But I had 4 sales on the 11th. My first sale was over on Poshmark. And it was this vintage Columbia plaid flannel button-down navy blue shirt. This was in a size large, a men's size large. I had paid $2 at a yard sale for it, and it sold on a closet clear out for $15. I think I had it listed at $18 originally. I had it listed at $20, I think, and I offered like $16. I don't know. Either way, we ended up at $15. I made $10, and it took 24 days to sell. So I mean, this was, I think, when I was trying to just keep the sales going. And I don't think people typically buy flannels in the spring. So if I didn't sell it now, I'd probably hold on to it till fall. And I didn't really want to do that. So I just accepted the offer and we got that one out of there. My next sale that day was over on eBay. I sold these Levi's gray demi-curve classic rise straight leg jeans in a size 29. These were from my personal closet, so I had no cost of goods into them. They sold for $12. So I had listed these, I think I listed them at like 18, and I offered someone 15. And they countered at 12, and I was like, ugh, 12 is kind of low. But I decided to accept it anyway, and I ended up making $10.83 because I was able to shove these in a flat rate envelope, not the padded flat rate. So it was like the one below that. It says, was it $7.75, I think. And it's kind of one of those things where I'm just like, it's a gray jean. So I don't know how many people are looking for gray jeans. I don't know. Maybe I could have held out and got a little bit more, but happy to have them moved on. I don't know how long those were listed for. I feel like it was a little bit over a month maybe, But something happened in my spreadsheet and that whole thing kind of got erased, most of my info on it. So luckily it was from my personal closet, so I knew that there were 0 cost of goods, but pretty much everything else was wiped out. That's the bad thing with Google Sheets, it saves automatically, and I didn't notice it till I had shut everything down, closed out, and come back in. So I'm not sure how long exactly those took to sell. But I wouldn't pick up gray Levi's, probably. I mean, you have to take everything with a grain of salt because you never know what something might look like or how much it might cost. So I might pick them up, but I wouldn't recommend it to others to pick up. My next sale that day was on Facebook Marketplace, and it was a new in-box Harley-Davidson Motorcycles 2008 Black Christmas Ball Ornament. I really thought I would hold on to this till Christmas time again, but I didn't, and I got this for free from my in-laws. So it sold full price for $20. I made $18.63, and that took 40 days to sell. And this actually went just like 30, 45 minutes from me. So it stayed very local, which is kind of nice. And I did have to use I was really close on the weight on this item. I'm really bad at judging how much weight I need for boxes and packaging material for hard goods. I need to get better at that and weigh empty boxes so I have an idea. But this was a first class package because, I mean, it's a Christmas ball, so it's super lightweight. And I barely made the cutoff for the label because on Facebook, there's no way to upgrade your shipping label or anything. And I had the buyer pay shipping. So I was kind of stuck there. I think I had an 8-ounce label maybe. I don't know, but it was a little bit sketchy. But I tried to bubble wrap it as best I could and trim the tabs and did all the things, but it was still pretty close. My last sale of this 2 weeks was another Facebook Marketplace sale, and this was a black tactical military Molly hanging toiletry travel bag. This is one of those ones that has the hook and you just hang it on the back of a bathroom door or whatever when you're traveling. This was a personal item. I'd used it when I was in the Army for a while. It was just a no-name, got off Amazon or something bag. And it's way too small for probably most females to use. But it's probably perfect for a guy because you just throw I don't know if you just need a comb, toothbrush, razor, stuff like that. It was pretty small. So, but I sold that for $11. I had it listed at $15. Someone offered me $11, so I took that. I usually take lower offers on Facebook Marketplace because their fees are so low. So that something like that, I sold it for $11. It was only 90 cents in fees. I think I just bumped my camera. Okay. So I made $10.10, and that took 64 days to sell. So I probably wouldn't pick something like this up unless it actually had a name to it. If it was a Black Hawk brand, or I don't know if Oakley makes things exactly like that. Black Hawk's the one I'm more familiar with. So those are all the items that I sold in the first 2 weeks of March, and this second 2 weeks is starting off pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. So today is the 18th, so the next video will be the 16th until the end of the month, and hopefully we rack up some more sales by then. I think sales have been a little bit slow for everybody, and I'm definitely no exception to that. Let me know in the comments how your sales have been so far in March. I do apologize for all the crazy stuff that was happening in this video with the GoPro overheating and all that. And hopefully there weren't crazy background noise and I don't know what else. I'm not trying to, I'm trying to keep these videos very realistic for you. So you see what, life is like as a regular person reselling. Not that other resellers aren't regular people, but I don't have the luxury of doing this full time in a nice office away from other people without sounds and stuff. So I'm trying to keep it very realistic and just show you what's going on and how my sales were and sitting on my kitchen chair in front of my closet door in my bedroom while my kids are napping. You know, it is what it is. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe and hit the bell notification so you are notified when I post more videos. I typically post videos on Wednesdays and I try to post videos on Saturdays, and occasionally I'll have a Monday video if I have something a little bit extra that week. You can watch my other What Solds in my playlist that is on my channel, and you can check out all the platforms that I sell on in the description of this video and also in my About section on my channel page. It should give you links to all of my different platforms. If you're over on Instagram, you can follow me there. I'm at TheCozyShire, where I will post usually every day. You'll get to see some pictures of my packages as they're going out and just kind of whatever is going on in my day over there. I hope you'd enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.